Dear mayors and city representatives, dear ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy with the opportunity to address you today through this video message, although obviously I would have preferred to be physically present with you. I would like to congratulate you on the timeliness as well as topics for your discussions today, as it is indeed the week where sustainable urban mobility is discussed across the European Union, from the ITS World Congress in Bordeaux through informal Council Transport of Ministers in Luxembourg, or the Civitas Forum in Ljubljana and in Madrid today. There can be no doubt that transport, and especially urban transport, is vital to our economy. Transport is a service provider and a creator of growth and jobs. Urban areas need to address the growing demand for the movement of people and goods. At the same time, they need to develop along a more sustainable path. Urban areas must tackle issues of congestion, air quality, CO2 emissions, road safety, and noise. And while urban transport is primarily the responsibility of local authorities, that does not mean they have to fix everything alone. The European Commission is committed to help cities and towns address their mobility challenges. The first policy proposals of the Commission in the area of urban mobility were made already 20 years ago. That was the so-called Citizens' Network proposals. It resulted in a series of initiatives for best practices on the key issues of urban mobility: free-flowing and greener cities, smarter urban mobility, and urban transport which is accessible, safe and secure for all EU citizens. The same issues, though, remain at the table today. In the 2010 Transport White Paper, the Commission set 10 goals for transport. Out of these, 2 refer specifically to urban mobility: halving the use of conventionally fueled vehicles in urban areas by 2030 and phasing them out by 2050, and achieving CO2-free city logistics in major urban centres by 2030. In order to deliver on this vision, the Commission came up in 2013 with an urban mobility package. The Commission committed to reinforce its support to local authorities, including through its financial instruments. In the period 2014-2020, nearly €12 billion are being dedicated to urban mobility implementation projects via the structural funds. The Horizon 2020 programme will invest around €200 million in urban mobility research and demonstration projects. The Connecting Europe facility will dedicate about the same amount to support studies and works in urban nodes of the Trans-European Transport Network. There are also new financing opportunities in the context of the European Strategic Investment Fund set up by President Juncker. This is a way of using public funds to stimulate also private funding. And do not miss the huge opportunity of using the European Investment Advisory Hub, Europe's gateway to investment support. In the urban mobility package, the Commission also promoted the concept of sustainable urban mobility planning with a view to see it applied in as many cities as possible. The Commission invited, therefore, Member States to create or review the policy, technical and financial tools that local authorities can use for urban mobility planning. Last, it also recommended a coordinated action specifically in urban logistics, urban access regulations, ITS deployment in urban areas, and urban road safety. Various tools are being developed by the Commission as we speak. For example, guidelines on city logistics and access regulations, or the one-stop shop for urban mobility, the LT's web platform. We are also supporting innovation to find scalable and transferable solutions to urban mobility challenges with the European Innovation Partnership for Smart Cities and Communities. Sustainable urban mobility will definitely remain high on the agenda of the Commission in the coming years. In his State of the Union speech last month, President Juncker emphasized once again the importance of cities in the fight against climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, our common action for sustainable urban mobility will shape the future of our cities. Our common engagement is key to making them the greenest and most mobile cities in the world, and this will drive prosperity, offering quality jobs and ensure high quality of life for EU citizens. For this, we need innovative and alternative solutions, and we need to think creatively together. I thank you very much for your efforts and attention. I wish you a very fruitful event, and I look forward to hearing the conclusions. Thank you.